you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance, you are the core. This is the Blac Pill podcast. Yes, sir. And we in the building, man. We in the building. Y'all know what it is. Happy Monday. Let me finish making this poll in the chat. Are you team DDG or team Draco? Vote and tell us what you think in the comments section. 1 second. I'm team DVD. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. Let me put something funny on. In the morning, we're gonna face him. Let's get some energy up in here. Face him in the morning. 1 second, let me find a video if I can find it. I don't even know if we still got face him. Here we go.
Face him. No, get over there and face him. You can't run from him. He's gonna win. Yeah, win it, win it, yeah, yeah, win it, win it, yeah.
Now that's how you wake up in the morning. Yes, sir. All right, man. We about to get started. 1 second. Let me put that up. What up, Rumble? So we are streaming on Twitch, Rumble, YouTube, and Facebook. One time for us. And let me pull myself up. I know y'all want to see my pretty face. It's okay.
But what the hell, boy?
Where we at, though? Where we at, though? Hold on. And here we go. Boom. What up? If the light looks weird, If the light looks weird, please understand that outside looks like it's about to rain. Secondly, if it looks a bit foggy, I don't think it looks foggy, but if it looks a bit foggy, Ninja, I fell asleep with the oven on. Ninja. Fell asleep with the oven on, my ninja. But I mean, there was nothing in there. Thank God for that. But boy, I fell asleep with the oven on. I remember back in the days when I used to get lit. I don't want to say the H word, but I'm going to say lit. When I used to get lit, I remember one time I was making some chicken and I was lit that night. And I was making some chicken and I fell asleep. I remember, you know, talking to myself in my dream about the chicken. And I was like, yeah, you know that chicken's burning, right? And I was like, yeah, the chicken is burning. And I was like, the chicken's burning. And I woke up, man, the whole place was smoked out, bro. I remember another time too. And we got a good show for you guys today, by the way. Let's hit the like button, come on. Yeah, but look, so I remember another time, what was I gonna say? Oh, I remember one time, like this when I first started living by myself, I didn't know you could do this in apartments, or you couldn't do this in apartments. So I had a grill, you know, I got my own little barbecue pit grill. So, you know, I'm trying to make some barbecue food. So I'm sitting on my patio and it's cold out and I'm doing it. And I seen a bunch of police officers like approach. It was a bunch of police officers and the security guards. And they're like, hey, you can't be doing that. And I'm staying in a wood apartment at this time. And I'm looking at them like, what do you mean I can't do that? And of course I was lit. So I'm like, yo, what do you mean? And they're like, oh, it's wood. You know, we thought the apartment was burning. Everybody was going crazy. And I was like, my bad. But man, like I said, let's get to today's show. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. This is the Blac Pill podcast. I just had to say my piece. And my BZ for not coming in here earlier. The show was set up already at 9:30. I just had to find a way to make things right, figuring things out, learning stuff, and just understanding the programs that I'm using. That's one thing I like about streaming. It's kind of fun to do, but it takes time. If you don't got the time, don't do it. I'm here to tell you right now, my ninja, okay?
What the hell,
don't do it. So anyways, today's main event is Soulja Boy threatening DDG, calling on Adin Ross to set up a boxing fight. Yeah, Ninja, I want to see that. Now look, Black Adam is a pacifist unless he has to defend himself, right? At the same time, let it be known, if a ninja want to pay me to fight because he got beef with me, Ninja, I'm all in. I'm all in, my ninja. I'm all in. We beefing. If you beefing with me and you want to pay me to fight me in the ring, please put me in the ring for some money. Please put me in the ring. Anyways, like I say, y'all answer the poll when y'all get the chance. Shout out to YouTube, Twitch, y'all can answer too. What up, Rumble? The question is, like I said, are you team DDG or team Draco? Vote and tell us what you think in the comment section. And then you put, I'm team DVD or I'm team Draco. Shout out to DVD and shout out to Big Draco. Yes, sir. My bad, y'all. I pressed the wrong button. All right, let's go to Instagram and let's see what's popping off on the net. If the camera's shaking, I have big hands. I am shaking. The camera is connected to my desk right now. All right, so first things first, we will keep you guys updated on the Diddy case so long as pertinent information comes out. Right now, the information coming out, I mean, it's kind of the same redundancy, you know, the same-ish, just a different day. Shout out to Dawn Richards, Haitian woman. So Dawn Richards returns to the stand to testify that Diddy would threaten people will die if they didn't listen. Ninja. That ninja moving like the Undertaker. Hey, I mean, look, bro. Diddy was thugging. Ninjas don't want to admit it, but Diddy was thugging. Diddy may came off as nice, but supposedly Diddy was from the concrete jungle, okay? So please believe me when I say this ninja was thugging, but they was all thugging back then. So a lot of stuff that you see, and I said this in a video, like even the whole thing with Cassie, a lot of things that you guys are seeing is the old world coming to light. But this is how the old world was. This was normal in the old world. So it's ninjas. I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to incriminate people around me, or I don't want, you know, the feds to try and pull me up and sit me down and be like, who did this and who did that? You know, talking about you gonna do 20 to life for somebody who did something and you don't even know about, right? But yeah, so back in the day when cameras didn't exist, you know, the only cameras that existed were cameras for celebrities. When cameras wasn't in everybody's hands and we all didn't have a smartphone, back in the day,
things like this would go on. Yes, ninjas would threaten people. Ninjas would move real grimy, creep slow, whatever the case may have you. Ninjas was often people making people disappear. Now, don't ask me how I know. I wasn't doing it. I'm here to tell you I wasn't doing it. I'm also here to tell you ninjas was telling me that they was participating in these activities, and to this day I don't know if these ninjas was trying to scare me or what, but I'm here to let you know fear is not real. I got it tatted on my chest, ninja. So nothing really fazed me. You know, I've had to face my demons, so nothing really fazed me. So when these ninjas would say stuff like this to me, you know, it would kind of go one ear and out the other. I'm thinking they trying to be cool, but yeah, I mean, some of this shit is true. And like I said, so even in the case with Cassie and Diddy, Cassie was pimping out, no, Diddy was pimping out Cassie, ninja. And Diddy specifically was gorilla pimping out Cassie. Now, like I said, I don't glorify pimp culture. Pimping ain't easy, foot on necks. I don't glorify all that, but I will tell you this. You can go look up what gorilla pimping is. Now watch this. I'll do that real quick before we continue. It's all part of the show, people. This is all part of the show. I'm here to educate and entertain. So watch this. What is gorilla pimping? Watch this, guys. Because people always feel like I need to verify my credibility. Shout out to my people. They was like, you can't just say anything on the internet because people are going to think you're crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm an intellectual, and I read and write every single day, and I talk. Gorilla pimp, plural, is a pimp who... All right, hold on. Hold on, let me see. All right, so look, watch this. Hold on. Hold up. So you can see. All right. Gorilla pimp, a pimp who is physically violent towards the prostitutes he manages. Now look, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, because I'm not necessarily calling Cassie that. I'm just saying that's what the terminology is, and that's how he was treating her. So essentially in that dynamic, that's what was going on. But you guys need more, what's the correct terminology? You guys need more background or something to reinforce my point. What is gorilla pimping? Gorilla pimp. Wiktionary. All right, so gorilla pimp is a pimp who is physically violent towards the prostitutes. My bad, YouTube. Don't block me. The hoes. We just gonna say the hoes. The hoes he manages. So gorilla pimping presents part of blah blah blah. Well, you see, the thing is, when it comes to these terms are very, they have a very serious and negative connotation towards them. So you can't really find these terms on the internet. Now, the reason why Black Adam knows these terms, and I hate to refer to myself in the third person, is because I've been around actual pimps. Not saying that I wanted to be there, but somehow, some way, when I was in my thugging days and trying to be cool and all that, I met a couple pimps, and it was like, yo, you got the look, you got the ism, and I'm sitting there like, what the hell, man? You know, I'm stone cold face, but in my mind, I'm laughing. I'm like, bro, I know what you talking about, homie. They're like, yeah, you got the look. They're like, you got the ism, bro. You got it in your eyes. We can see it. So they just start teaching me the game. And like I said, I never put out the full game because these ninjas probably want to kill me if I put out the full game, because the game is sold and not told. But if you want to pay for it, donations right there down below in the description box. And if you can't see it, support us on Ko-Fi or Cash App a Ninja and ask me to go into further detail, and I'll go into excruciating details, my ninja. Okay. But that's pretty much what happened in that situation. So when you're hearing these things, I'm not really surprised by these things. I was a little bit surprised at Diddy, because Diddy didn't seem like it. But I mean, from the stories that we heard, my bad, y'all, it's a gnat or a little fly. From the stories that we heard, anything's possible these days, and nothing really shocks me because I've seen a lot of shit. So yeah, Dawn Richards testified. My bad if y'all see me trying to pop this fly. Dawn Richards went to the stand. She testified that Diddy would threaten people would be ended if they didn't listen, and more. An emotional statement today, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, we'll keep you guys updated on the case. This case is going to last from 8 to 10 weeks, so we'll keep you updated with the most important and pertinent information. Shout out to President DJT, the Commander-in-Chief. Hey, another thing, I got to always say this whenever I shout out President Donald Trump. Hey, ninja. Don't be mad at me, my ninja. What you ninjas need to understand is I will never sit here on a public platform and disrespect the Commander-in-Chief, the leader of the free world, ninja. Are you ninjas crazy? Are you ninjas crazy? I'm not as bold as you ninjas. Now, I don't take sides. I'm on my side. I'm on the side of Black Adam in the core. But you'll never see me come on a public platform and disrespect the person in power. Now, when it comes to the running people, maybe while they're running, but after that, once they become the commander-in-chief, respect. They earned it. But anyways, Donald Trump just had another one of his infamous late night truth social rants. And this time he's calling for the official investigation into some of his biggest names, and some of the biggest names in entertainment. Let's see. So he's calling for the investigation into Beyonce, Oprah, and Bruce Springsteen's appearances at Kamala Harris's presidential campaign rallies. And for those of you who don't know, they were paid a hefty amount to show up and perform. Now, of course, people are going to turn around and say, what about Elon? What about Elon? Let's see. We're not going to read all that, but long story short, he says this is the violation. This is considered, what is it called? This is considered illegal campaign tactics, right? So essentially you can't take money and try and pay people to kind of sway your side. I'm here to let you know, people, they're all doing it. They're all doing it. They're all doing it. Now, shout out to President DJT. We're going to stray away from that because ninjas get their panties in the wall when you start talking about the president of the free world. It's so odd. But anyways, let's go to an Adam experience. So a couple things we got to discuss. First things first, Young Thug reacts to Gunna covering up his YSL tattoo. Shout out to Gunna. Shout out to Thugger. Young Thug said, he said it must end. I don't know. Me personally, after everything that happened between them, I guess that would be expected that he would cover up the YSL, because as far as I know, they don't really rock with each other no more. Since they don't rock with each other, why would I still have why would I still have that affiliation tatted on me? The way I'm looking at it, shout out to Thug, shout out to Gunna, I like both of their music. But the way I'm looking at it is like, bro, Ninja, if I see you in the streets, you ninjas might try and pull up on me and beat me up because I'm set tripping, right? Isn't that how the streets work? I don't know. Ain't that how the streets work? I'm saying, so like if I pull up a YSL on me and I'm not YSL, ninjas gonna be beating on me talking about, you're not YSL, you're not YSL. Shout out to these ninjas. Y'all know how they move. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? So yeah, let's continue. We talked about this story briefly, but we have a search going on right now for the New Orleans police. Shout out to the pigs. Shout out to the 5-0. I'm just playing. Shout out to the police officers. We love you guys. The ones that are good, the ones that are corrupt, we despise you. But yeah, we have a search entering a third day for 7 escaped New Orleans jail inmates who are still at large. So initially it was 10. Now it's 7. So the current reward for information leading to the capture of each of these 7 inmates is $20,000 per inmate. Ninja. Them ninjas must have did some heinous crimes. This includes $10,000 from the FBI, $5,000 from the ATF, and $5,000 from Crime Stoppers. Yeah, ninja. Them ninjas time. Hey, if I was them, first off, I would lay low, bro. First off, I would lay low. But that is crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. 20 bands. You get 7 of them. You just made, if you make $40,000, you just made your money for like what? The next 3 years, bro. Hey, man. Don't say nothing. No snitching. You know what they say. No snitching, people. No snitching. Does the street rules apply to civilians? That's the real question. I'm a civilian. So I wonder, if I was to snitch, would I be considered a rat? Y'all let me know in the comments. Here we go.
And we hope in the coming days, if not the coming hours, that we have them all apprehended. But we need the public's help. And we cannot do it alone. More importantly, if you are helping and assisting these fugitives, allowing them to remain uncaptured and not brought to justice, there will be consequences.
That we have increased the reward money from FBI from $5,000 to $10,000 per inmate. That's $10,000 from the FBI per inmate, $5,000 from ATF per inmate, and $2,000 from Crime Stoppers per inmate. So please, as Colonel Hodges said, we need help from the public, and we appreciate it.
And we hope in the coming days,
all right,
if not
so
the
look,
coming hours, that we have.
I want y'all to put a 1 in the chat if you dare. If you're working, if you're working, you can't touch the phone. Hey, Ninja, don't lose your job over this show. This is just a show, my Ninja, okay? But if you can, put a 1 in the chat if you was gonna take that money, bro. Don't worry, we don't snitch. We don't care, bro. Hey, shout out to all the civilians. Look, I personally feel like civilians should not, I feel like civilians should not have to play by street rules, and that's the whole thing. That's where that's kind of where like all the gangs kind of lost me. Like I used to think that shit was cool until I realized like you're putting civilians who don't play by the same rules at harm's way, and then say that's just how that street shit go. Excuse me? That's just how that street shit go. Excuse me? As a justification that we supposed to feel bad for you when you sitting in jail for crimes you committed. Hey, nah, Ninja. And look, the reason why I'm so adamant about it now too, in a world where they want you to shut up, right? Have a voice, people. Let your voice be heard. But the main thing is this. For those of you who don't know, the reason why I call myself Black Adam is because I'm really dark. Right now, you might be able to see me. I don't know. I have a different interpretation of myself, so I can see myself better than the average person can see me. But I'm very dark. And one thing I know is throughout life, I have been held to a standard. So what I do know is if I do the same thing, right, they're going to throw the book at me. So if they're going to throw the book at me, they should be able to throw the book at every single one of you ninjas out there. And I'm not just talking to black people. I'm talking to my Latino brothers. I'm talking about my Asian brothers. I'm talking about my white brothers, because all you ninjas is part of different gangs. And that's why, personally, if I can help it, y'all ninjas will never see me in prison, boy. You'll never see me in prison. You'll never see me in jail. I'd rather play a square, make my little money, and do my piece. And like I said, I can show y'all, and we're gonna keep bringing you guys videos. From time to time, I do a little Beyond Scared Straight segment, and I show you guys what's really going on in jail. Let me see if I have one right now for you, just so you guys can understand what's really going on. And I do this for the young generation because y'all think this shit a game, and I'm here to tell you, bro, this shit is not a game. In jail, they're not letting you know what really goes on in prison. If you ninjas knew what was really going on in prison, you guys will be able to see. And before I show you that, let me show you the inmates. These are the inmates that escaped. Here we go. So these are the inmates that are escaping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so they all ran away. Hopefully they never see me because I'm in Texas. They probably come through and try off me because I snitched on them, even though it's public information, right? Weird times we live in. Hold on. Let me do my Beyond Scared Straight segment real quick. Hold on. Just one video. I'm gonna give you guys one video because you guys just don't know. Everybody thinks it's a game. Ninjas think it's cool to be in prison, sharing a room, bunk bedding with other ninjas. Ugh. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, are you in here?
Hello.
Shout out to the women, man. Ugh. Even to the ladies, bro. Even to the ladies. Ladies, do you understand that you can become somebody's bitch in prison? You heard me. You heard me. Do you want to be somebody's bitch in prison? Because that's what will happen to you. I'm telling you, they're not telling you guys the truth, but I'm here to tell you the truth. The goal behind the Blac Pill is this: smoke, mirrors, and truth. Take the Blac Pill and see for yourself. Let me see if I can find it. I might not be able to find it, but I'm going to find it. Just one video. This is one video. Now, people laugh at this video, and I ain't going to laugh. I mean, I ain't going to lie. I laughed a little bit, but like I said, I use this as a moniker and as a testament that, hey, let me stay out of prison. Prison ain't for me because I'm not that hard. I'm not that hard. I don't want to be that hard. I'm not that hard. I won't be that hard. Hold on. And like I said, this is soft in comparison to what my algorithm has showed me. I have seen ninjas get knifed out there in that concrete jungle. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really find it. Let me see. Do I see it? Yeah, I can't find it, but hey. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Well, this is not the one. I'm scared to even play this because I don't want YouTube to ban me. Let me see.
Bro, you gonna get a nigga like this?
Oh, look, people, stay out of prison, people, okay? This is what you're gonna have to deal with if you go to prison. Shout out to all you ninjas that want to be thugging and gangbanging. I guarantee you're not as hard as them ninjas in prison. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't want to be around people who act like animals. Here we go.
Like that? Yeah. Oh, you gonna get a nigga like this? Me personally, I'm gonna get a nigga like this so I can like, boom, 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 oh, boom, 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 boom.
Now I'm gonna ask you fellas, is that, gentlemen, are you listening? Is that what you want to deal with? If you want to deal with that, hey man, be my guest. I could never, Anyways, let's continue. Before we get to the main event, we got a couple more things to cover. We had this happen yesterday. I don't know how the hell this happened, or 2 days ago. A Mexican training Navy ship strike the upper side of the Brooklyn Bridge. Ninja.
But what the hell, bro?
And unfortunately, 2 ninjas died from the situation, bro. Here we go. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. How? What black youngsters say? How, bruh? How? What Kanye West say? How, Sway? How? How does this happen? My thing is, how you see a boat coming at you and you guys just stand there? I'm telling you, ninjas out here, boy. Damn. Common sense not that common, bro. People got to see the forest for the trees, bro. Or the trees for the forest. I don't know, whichever the terminology is or the phrase is. Here we go. Look at this. Y'all thought to run after it hit. Y'all ain't think to run before it hit. Y'all waited till right when it hit. Look at that. And he's still looking. Look. And you don't think, so you think you can outrun a boat moving this fast? Okay. You'll learn.
What an idiot. Oh
Yeah.
my, can you imagine how much fright that they have? Like, this is bizarre. You're filming this here? Send it to me.
We are officially living in the Twilight Zone, people. It's the Twilight Zone. It's the Twilight Zone. You can't make this ish up anymore. It's crazy the times we live in. And like I said, accidents happen, people. Accidents happen. It's all good. But yeah, we gotta have measures for this. We can't have accidents like this happening. I don't know how this happened. I don't know why they didn't hit that anchor. Now at the same time, I'm not a salesman, or what do they call them? I don't, you know, I don't be on the poop deck, my ninja. So,
But what the hell, boy?
you know, I don't know, bro. But things like that shouldn't happen, bro. Look at this shit.
Oh my god.
And unfortunately, 2 people passed away.
There's no way.
2 people passed away from this situation. And a couple people got injured.
Maybe it can. I don't know.
What y'all mean there's no way? You're seeing
we're
it.
about to watch it crash into the brook.
Bro, it's like seeing somebody, right?
It's totally crashing.
Bro.
Look, the sails are hitting it.
Look, bro, look. It's like you go out to the you go out to the club, right? Let me tell y'all something. So look, it's like you go out to the club, right? You go out to the club and you see a ninja. You see a ninja. Let me speak properly. Let me not speak in my own little slang that I created in my imagination. So you see a black man with a purse. The first thing you think to yourself is,
But what the hell, boy?
that's the first thing you think to yourself. Now in this purse, this is a small purse. Now what could potentially be in there is money and or a weapon. Now, do you stay in that function when you see that ninja with that purse? If you do, hey, bro, good luck to you, my ninja. Good luck to you. Me personally, I see that ninja with a purse and we in a late night function and that ninja looking like he's up to something, or let me rephrase, that brother is looking like he's up to something. In my eyes, in my head, I'm like, yeah, it's time to plan my escape. It's time to plan my escape. I remember it was this one ninja, and I always talk about the gym. It's some crazy ninjas in my gym. This one ninja, and I'm cool. Well, we used to be cool. We straight now. I don't know if he's watching the show, but yeah. So I remember this ninja trying to beef with me. This ninja really told me. This ninja told me, like, I'm cool with him. At the time, I was cool with him, and I was cool with somebody else, right? So they don't like each other. I don't know this at the time. This ninja told me to my face, I can't make this up, people. This ninja said to me, I thought you and him were planning to set me up. Ninja. That's not even the right, that's not the right one. First off, ninja.
But what the hell, boy?
Ninja. Who? Ninja. At that point in time, I realized ninjas are Looney Tunes. Imagine me doing what I do. I have a lot of stuff that I do. You think I have time to worry about you and go plot with my friend at the gym to set you up? Ninja. Yeah, bro. Like I said, bro. So yeah, y'all gotta see the forest for the trees. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let's continue. Let me see. We got what is this? We got Diddy. Shout out to Diddler since Diddy's going on in his trial and all that. Yeah, man. It says this ninja needs to be stopped. How did we not notice the signs? Here we go.
I love you, man. Bye. Got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get! Yes! What's next? What's next? I gotta get out. I love you.
Yeah, that boy Diddy was a gangster, bro. I'm telling you, that boy Diddy was a gangster. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up for you. Can I pull it up for you? Let me pull up Diddy in his Joker outfit, pressing people, real world people. Now, I don't know if this ninja was famous, though, but this ninja Diddy was pressing real life people in the streets, bro. That's thugging, bro. We're going to pull it up. Hold on. Not that. We'll continue. We're going to pull it up. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. These are just some of the things we discuss. You know, we discuss streamers. We've been discussing Diddley. We call Diddy Diddley because we don't want to be sued in case this ninja come out. So we call him Diddley. Let me see if we could pull it up. Let's see. Here we go. This is the real Diddy, people. You seen the Joker from The Dark Knight? Y'all remember the Joker? This the real Diddy. Here we go.
You're a clown! What's up, baby? What's up, baby? What's up? You don't like me? Get to it. If you don't like me, you in front, get to it. Don't play with me on Halloween. I'm out here with love.
That's the real diddler, people.
You want to have love? It's what up, this out. Come on here, I'll bust your. Nah, hey.
I don't even know what to press. Here we go.
Keep hey, so you don't never talk to me like that. Love, man. Do you know who I am? Bro, do you know who I am? It's all love. It's all love, bro.
Yeah, Diddy. Shout out to Diddy. Diddy, I'm here to tell you, bro. I don't think he knew who you was, bro. I think that's the miscommunication. You came to him as a Joker, laughing in his face like the Joker from The Dark Knight. And you thought this ninja was going to take lightly to that and think it's all good, like you're not trying to set him up when all you ninjas rolling with masks and y'all rolling 50 deep, ninja. I'm here to tell you, he did not know who you were. Here we go.
So love, bro. Yo, bro. So love. It's Puff. Come here, give me a hug, though. You lucky, though. You lucky. You know, I'm really.
That ninja said, give me a hug. You lucky. Oh. All right, anyways, let's continue, man. Let's continue. 1 second. Let's continue back to the show. All right, so we got a woman right here. Now, this woman, shout out to the ladies first off. We got to give one time for the ladies. We have a woman right here who discusses her I'm trying to find the right words to say this. Her sexual experiences. Here we go.
Then if you was to give a number, how many willies have you like sucked in your?
All right, so let me stop it right there. He talked a little fast. Shout out to the UK people, right? Shout out to them people across the way. So he said, if you was to give a number, how many willies have you sucked? Okay, how many willies have you sucked? Here we go. Now, we've already proved that this is real. This actually happened. This woman's really done this stuff. But here we go.
Your life.
I'm getting close to 2,000.
You're getting close to 1,000?
2,000.
2,000.
You what?
I don't even know. You know, these things are so shocking. I don't even know what to press. But she says she's getting close to have sucking 2,000 willies.
What the hell?
Now, hey, I don't really judge. At the end of the day, fellas, y'all gotta realize women live a life that they'll never tell you about because you niggas can't handle the truth. So imagine your girl came up to you talking about how many willies. No, you said what happened? You said, oh, how many willies you sucked, and she told you 2,000. And look, so she told you 2,000. You don't have the stomach, my ninja, You wouldn't be able to handle it, my ninja. And that's why women don't tell us shit. And look, ladies, hey man, the ladies gonna keep doing what they do. So I don't feel bad, right? I'm not here to tell y'all, oh, you know, she's this and that. No, I ain't got time for that. At the end of the day, she's gonna keep doing what she wants to do, because at the end of the day, if she wanted to do it, she was gonna do it. So that's what she wanted to do. I just hope 10 years from now, she don't come out saying, I can't believe all these men abused me and used me, because I'm gonna be sitting there like, but let's continue. Here we go.
2000, bruv. She's
2000.
the Floyd Mayweather of Willies, bruv. What's your goal though? Like what's levels to you? Like, yo, I'm gonna be in the Guinness Book of World Records when I hit this number.
Oh, and another thing too, the reason why I preface all this stuff by saying that, what I mean is, you know, we sit there and try and shame women for being sexually experienced, but at the same time, we want a woman that's sexually experienced. And let me break that down real quick. So you ninjas cannot convince me that if a woman is not good in the bedroom, you ninjas would like it. And don't get mad at me for saying that. That's just the truth, bro. That's just the truth. Because if you guys aren't sexually compatible, it's not going to work, okay? And I'm referring to the relationship, the situationship, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, y'all ninjas will sit there and be like, oh man, you know, I need a girl with 0 body count, 2 body count. I'll be looking at you like,
But what the hell, boy?
like the male ego. Look, gentlemen, the reason why I'm able to speak like this, right? Y'all pull up to the front of the club, please form a circle. So the reason why I'm able to speak like this is because I've had my male ego, my male ego has been humbled by life, because I've took a risk, and I'm continuing to take the risk chasing my own dreams, right? So because of that, life has humbled me. So that's why I can think outside of myself. I can think of a perspective outside of my male ego of my masculine. You know, I'm 6'1", I'm 255 pounds, big dude, I got muscles. But at the same time, and like I said, you wouldn't really see my weight. Like, I look like a football player. At the same time, I don't let my looks define who I am as a man. Even then, when it comes to wealth, I'm building my wealth. I don't let my wealth define who I am as a man. What I define as a man is hitting success and continually hitting success. But success is not the same thing to me. So I don't find success in sleeping with women. And that's probably why I don't really think too much about all this stuff, because at the end of the day, whether or not you're mad about it, it's still going on, and it's going to continue to go on, because you're not the boss of her. And that's what y'all got to realize. So we can shame them all we want, At the end of the day, they're going to keep doing whatever they want to do. Shout out to Takeover. We got Takeover on YouTube saying the man's name is DDG, so I already know you taking Haley's side. Nah, brother, I'm on DDG's side. Shout out to DDG, man. What was I gonna say? The reason why we say DVD, and just so you guys know, everybody that's new to the show, first off, everything is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. The reason why we say different names is because we don't want to potentially be held liable for certain stuff. So for example, when we say Diddy, we say Diddley, or we say the Diddler. When we say DDG, I'll either say Doodoo Garbage or I'll say DVD. Shout out to DDG though. I'm on my side. First off, let's just put this out here. Shout out to Takeover. Takeover said I'm a simp. First off, first things first, I'm on my side, my nigga. Let's just start there, okay? Because you gonna piss me off early in the morning. I'm on my side. I'm not on no ninja side. I'm on my side. Let's just put that out there. You know why? Because when push came to shove, nobody would be on my side. So I'm on my side. But shout out to you. I respect that you like DDG or whatever. Shout out to DVD. We're going to keep calling him DVD, because guess what? If a ninja wanted to sue me for throwing dirt on his name, you feel me? It's all good, Takeover. It's all good. I appreciate you for pulling up to the show. But like I said, I'm on my side. I'm on Black Adam's side. I don't care about none of these ninjas in real life. We got to put that out there. I'm just going to put that out there. This is because this is what people like to hear. I could give a shit. You good, Takeover. You good. But let it be clear, and we're going to stamp this right now. This is not because of Takeover. This is just so people know. Because, you know, people get emotionally charged about a lot of things. Shout out to everybody's fan base. We love everybody's fan bases. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, I'm on my side. In all situations, I'm talking about when y'all hear me talk about politics, when y'all hear me talk about women, when y'all hear me talk about ninjas, men, black people, white people, racism, I'm on my side. I'm saying it from my perspective. And it's okay to misjudge, because, you know, in life, I'm not the ninja. I I'm not the ninja that needs to, I don't need a yes man. So we rather disagree to agree. It's all good. Shout out to Takeover. Takeover said DDG is the nicest guy though. If he lose, we all lose. Hey man, I'm here to tell you, gentlemen, as a man in life, you're going to lose, okay? I know that sounds crazy. You're going to lose. You got to take L's. And I said this the other day on the stream. I'll say this again. So the reason why you got to take multiple L's is because if you keep taking L's, guess what? And this is going to be very corny. Let me preface this by saying this is going to be very corny. You take L's, guess what you get? You get 1 L, you get 2 L's. Now you get a W, my ninja. Now you get a W, my ninja. But yeah, like I said, guys, let it be known. When y'all hear me say the shit I say, I'm on nobody's side. I just have a bit of an understanding when it comes to human psychology. And the reason why I have that understanding is because I do music. I'm an independent artist pushing my own shit. I push my own, my own brand, my own platform, Black Adam, the Blac Pill podcast, the Adam Effect. I'm pushing my own stuff. So I have to understand human emotions and the way the brain somewhat, at least some form of how the brain works and what sells, so that way I can get people's attention, because I got to sell my own shit. But we appreciate everybody's perspective. Now back to what I was saying about this lady. So yeah, when it comes to women, gentlemen, y'all got to get over the idea that we control these women. We don't control these women, especially in the case of the ninjas. Shout out to the black men everywhere. One time for my ninjas. What we got to understand is, how do I say this right without pissing off everybody or stepping on toes? What it comes down to, bro, like women, especially like ninjas, if you a dark ninja, like I'm a dark ninja, so I know, okay? So women are going to act a certain way in public and act a certain way in private with you. That's something you got to realize. You're going to have access to a lot of women. Your best bet is becoming the best version of you. You become the best version of you. And I know this sounds very generic. Everybody says the same shit, but I'm saying you become the best version of you. You're always going to have access to women. So we're going to use DDG as an example since we was talking about DDG. If DDG, or I'm not going to say he's the best version of him, but he's working on being the best version of him. So naturally he's going to ruffle some feathers. At the same time, with all this happening, I guarantee you he still has access to multiple women. Regardless of what's going on, regardless of allegations, he still has access to women who want to deal with him. You know why? Because he has what the average man doesn't. I'll leave you guys to figure that out. Let's continue this video.
I think like 10,000. Imagine getting a number of 10,000. Now that'd be something my daddy would be very proud.
This thing is tapped, bruv. Big man thing, and that to you will be like the personal.
Like imagine me going to my dad. I mean, probably be dead by the time I hit 10,000.
Yeah.
But like saying, like going to his grave, saying like, "Daddy, I hit 10,000 bodies."
That is.
Now look, she's trolling, right? She's trolling, but at the same time, she's dead ass serious because her father knows about what she's doing. So, hey, and if you guys don't know who this woman is, from what I remember, the story goes she slept with like, I think 1,000 dudes in 24 hours. I know that's a bit extreme. And yeah, like I said, it just sucks because I don't know if she has kids or not, but she's gonna deal with that in the future. Let's continue.
Mad, bruv. Big man thing. What do you think? Do you think he'll be turning in the grave, or do you think like he'll be like, yeah, babes?
He'd be like, yeah, go on, girl.
Big man. Was he quite a liberal man?
Shout out to my dad. Well, he's supportive now, so there's no reason why he wouldn't be when I get 10,000.
Also, let me also say this too. I don't make red pill content. This is not red pill content. This is just the Blac Pill podcast, okay? I don't make no red pill content. This ain't red pill content. This is Black Adam's content. You are now tuned into Black entertainment and television, people, okay? This my shit. I'm just saying my own piece. I'm saying what I feel from my personal psyche. Shout out to Takeover. He said when we break up, with our baby mother, we got to put ourselves on child support. We got to leave these women alone. Stop texting, pulling up on women when you know it's over. Shout out to Takeover. That's a good point. And shout out to SM15. He said, I'm a big FSN, bro. Keep going. Oh, he said, I'm a big fan, bro. Hey, shout out to SM15. We appreciate you, homie. Hey, shout out to everybody. Look, man, it's tough. And the reason why I keep going is because we live in a world where they tell you to be quiet. So, like I said, I done made mistakes. And Takeover, I'm going to respond to what you said in a little bit. But I done made mistakes. And I'm not going to say I live righteously. I don't live righteously. I'm going to put it out there right now. I'm not saying I live unjustly, but I don't live righteously. But, I made mistakes. And I've been through shit in life where personally, I wanted to just stay quiet and let them people get over on me. And I mean, them people got what they got or whatever, and they did get over on me. But I realized, you know, you gotta let your voice be heard. And I say that a lot. Like, what really made me really keep going, and it's gonna be weird, it was this dude, shout out to Black Madam, right? So it was this dude, I was helping Black Madam move, and it was this dude, one of the movers, you know, I was talking to him on the phone, and afterwards, you know, after we finished the move and stuff, you know, he told me, he was like, bro, I want to tell you, you know, you have a very powerful voice. And I'm looking at him like, what you mean by that, Ninja? And he was just like, yeah, you have a powerful voice. I think you should use it to make money. And for those who don't know, I do music. And I got a couple other shits that I do. But I was like, damn, you know, I gotta, cause I told myself I wanted to let my voice be heard, So I told myself, I said, okay, this is gonna be the way I make money, because I like to talk. Funny how content creation work. I like to talk. I could talk all day. I'd rather not though, because it's kind of annoying. But like I said, I do it for the people that pull up, because I'm happy to see those people, because when I see those people, when people start to pull up, you realize that in a world where everybody's seeing crazy, you're not the only one noticing that everybody's crazy, Ninja. So it made me feel good when I see the people that I seen, you know? So yeah, I keep doing what it does, and I appreciate you, SM15, and shout out to Takeover. Hey, bro. First off, shout out to Twan. Twan not here today, but we'll say this. Hey, man, I have Fear Is Not Real. Like, I actually have it tatted on my ribs. Fear is not real. And my worst fear is a baby mother. Okay, my worst fear is a baby mother. I'm here to tell you right now. If I end up with a BM, if Black, and I hate to refer to myself in the third person, but we're gonna do it. If Black Adam ends up with a BM, I'm having 20 BMs, my Ninja. And you know why? And so all of them can feel my pain of what they did to me by making me a baby dad. Because I'm not strong enough, right? I'm strong. Like, I'm tough as nails, and I always say this. I'm tough as nails because my granny passed away. Rest in peace to my granny. So, you know, that's where my heart was. So after my granny passed away, now I'm cold as ice, Ninja. Like, ninjas can't convince me about nothing. I'm cold as ice. So, you know, I'm not strong enough to sit there and do the co-parenting thing where I see another ninja, right? I see another ninja trying to, you know, tell my son what to do and try and, like, what's the correct terminology? Like, try and give my son game and act like that's his son. Like, you know, like Future and Sierra. Shout out to what's the ninja name? Russell Wilson? Shout out to Russell Wilson. I can't do that. I'm not that mature. As mature as I may come off, I'm not that mature. I don't want to play that game. I'd rather not play that game. Please don't try and play that game with me. So if I have a baby mom, and she start pulling that game, and she's probably gonna end up pulling that game because it didn't work between us, right? Like I said, I get it. You know, it didn't work between us. You want to find a relationship, you want to be happy, but then you want my son to sit there and listen to the stepdad. No, and another thing too. You know, women to be like, oh, you know, that's not his dad, I'll let him know. Ninja, you cannot convince me on that one, bro. I'm sorry, bro. There's no way. You'll never convince me to sit there and be like, it's all good, it ain't. And Black Adam, and I hate to refer to myself in the third person because I'm not really narcissistic like that. I'm more of an empath. But I come from a household where I was raised with my dad and my stepmama. Shout out to my stepmama. And I still wouldn't do it. And look, my stepmama did an amazing job, right? She did an amazing job, and I still wouldn't do it. You couldn't convince me, my ninja. So that's why y'all, you know, ninjas wondering why I ain't got no kids. Shout out to my homies back home. They all dropped their jits already. I ain't got no jits. I'm like, you know, I'm trying to piece this life together. Once I make my money, enjoy my money. After that, okay, let me see what's up with some little versions of me walking around. Shout out to Takeover. He said, I agree with you. Your worst fear is a baby mother. Yeah, bro, them shits, hey, bro. Shout out to the single women. Hey, shout out to the single mothers everywhere. This ain't no shade, bro. Say, bro. This ain't no shade, bro. Like, you know, we respect you guys for doing whatever you do as a mom, right? I'm just saying, me personally, I don't want to deal with that. Now, if you're mad that I'm pushing that message, hey, man, you got to get on your platform. And what I want you to go do is be like, hey, it's this ninja out here named Black Adam, and he's telling dudes, don't go be with single moms. I ain't say that. I said me personally. Now, if dudes have the same sentiment, hey, it is what it is. I mean, we can all disagree or agree to agree or disagree, whatever. Let's continue.
What kind of work did he do?
He used to work on like the train track.
And now his daughter's getting railed. That's a dangerous game, you know, you get me? Because he could have seen that and it could have gone the other way, bruv. He might have wanted to jump on the train tracks.
Possibly.
Her dad's a waste man, bro.
Now I understand what he's saying, and he's trolling, but I'm here to tell you right now. God forbid if I have a daughter, she turns into a bop, right? But if my daughter was to potentially be acting like that or whatever, I'm not finna off myself about my daughter, Ninja. What are we talking about? What are you on? And that's what I'm saying, where, we got to kind of frame this as men, like men. We got to kind of get over our male ego. That's what it is. We have an ego in our head, an ego that's formed. And the best way to describe it is this. So look, when you're a youngin', right? Like, for example, women, right? And like I said, I just pay attention to the psychology of things. So women have women that they look up to when they're younger. Can y'all follow me for a second? So there's girls that they like let's say like Disney. When we was coming up as youngins, iCarly, Victorious, what's Keke Palmer, what show was Keke Palmer, whatever show Keke Palmer was on, them girls was looking at them like, I want to be pretty just like her. Now you men, right, and I'm a man, so I know this. Who did we look up to coming up? Bro, we looked up to Goku, bro. Who knows Goku and Vegeta, bro? That's what we looked up to. Even now, when I need to feel strong, I'll go look up a video of Vegeta talking, bro, about how being with Bulma made him weak. Who else did we look up to? Ninja was looking up to He-Man. Ninjas was looking up to Robin and Batman. My favorite superhero is Batman. I wish I could be Batman, my ninja. That's what I'm saying. So we not looking at the same, and that's the thing too. Women and men are not looking through the same lens. So we're not seeing life in the same way. We don't live life in the same way. Secondly, we live in a society now that beats you down as a man and convinces you that you must give away all your stuff to other people so they can benefit off of you. And if you speak against it, or if you go against that system, they'll try to gaslight you, shame you, manipulate you, and guilt trip you. And it's okay. It's okay. If you're willing to go against the system, I'm here to tell you, Ninja, it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. And it's within reason, because the system is so systematically designed that, trying to do it at first, you'll end up going broke. I know, because I've been there. I had to realize and see what it was. And the problem is, it's like I said, it's so deep. Like, think about it like this. The men with the most money in the world were married at some point. If you're married in a corporate world, you get more money because you're married, so you have a family to take care of. And that's what I'm saying, where it's ingrained and deeply rooted into our system. But it's done so that way we can push society forward. And one of the ways to push society forward is to guarantee more babies are being produced. And that's okay, right? Now, the problem is there's a lot of negative cultures, and it's hard for me to speak, right? Like right now, I'm speaking to you guys not as the rapper Black Adam. I'm speaking to you as a streamer Black Adam, because the rapper Black Adam will talk about drinking, smoking, sleeping with women, having fun, partying, and all that, and my life stories and shit like that. But the streamer Black Adam looks at it like, damn, this is the culture. But if you want to play, or if you want to be a part of the game, you got to play by the rules. So the sad situation is, even me as a rapper, if I want to blow up, I got to talk about the most dumbest things. I got to talk about guns and gang banging. I got to say nigga like 30, 40 times in my song, and they going to be like, oh, that's a number one. They going to say it's a number one. So, it's about framing things. And like I said, the best way you can do it, you got to understand that the world we live in exists within multiple worlds. And I'm saying from what's the correct term? I'm saying from not a psychological perspective, from a literal sense, there's multiple worlds. So like when you see the different communities, let's say shout out to the truckers, you see a driver, say thank you, driver, right? Let's say, there's the trucker community, there's the single mom community, single dad community, there's the polyamorous community. These communities are all worlds within a world, and the main world is Earth. But I'm saying each of these communities is a world within a world, because it's a whole world. Shout out to the alphabet boys and girls, the LGBTQIA+. That's a whole world. And you won't know. Now, first off, let me say this too. I don't know. Let me start there. I don't know. But I just know it exists because, I'm aware of the times. I'm aware that the world is changing, and I accept that the world is changing, because the world is not going to be the same. By the time we get old, ladies and gentlemen, the world's going to be completely different. I think by the time I'm about to die, and I plan on living to 100, I believe that I believe that AI and robots will be dominating, the world. I feel like AI and robots will be dominating the human race the same way social media dominates us now. And the best way to explain that is look at how close we are with our smartphone. I've been making money off of my smartphone for the last 7 years, bro. No bullshit. No bullshit. My smartphone is at my hip, and this is not good, but I literally sleep next to it. It's by my head sleeping. Hopefully I don't get no tumors and shit. But I'm saying, so the same way social media dominates how we make money now is the same way AI and robots are going to dominate us in the future. And then in that next world that we live in, we're going to be in a gig-based economy. What else? We're not going to make money the same way because robots will be able to do everything that other people can do. So the problem becomes, how do you make money? UBI is going to be a thing, universal basic income, all these things. And let me bring it back full circle because that's not what the show's about today. We'll discuss that another time, but that just goes to show you we got to get with the time. So even when it comes to dating and all this stuff, this is not red pill content. But what I'm always trying to tell you is y'all got to realize that women evolve faster than men. And the reason why women evolve faster than men is because women are on the same page with each other. Whereas with men, it's every man for themselves because ninjas don't know how to stick together. So women stick together like glue, right? And that's a whole nother conversation for later. But when women say, okay, this is what we're going to do, they all go on social media, this is what we're going to do, then they all start doing what they see on social media. Now, men will sit there and be on, like I said, nobody's monolithic in their thinking. So since nobody's monolithic in their thinking, we can't really evolve fast. We evolve slowly. So majority of the things that you guys see with women has been going on, Ninja. I'm here to tell you if you didn't know. The only reason why we can see it now is the same reason I said with the whole Diddy being a gangster. Only reason why you see it now is because everybody has a camera now. If you didn't have a camera, all these stories would just be stories and people would be like, man, that's not real. There's no way. Let's continue.
Shout out to National Real, bruv.
My dad does support.
Does he smoke?
No, doesn't smoke.
Because I can think he's this mad baked that's watching this, like, yeah, man.
No, doesn't smoke.
Okay. He's defo mad baked, bruv. So then, if you was to give a number, how many?
Shout out to my white brothers and sisters. Hey, man. They get like that. Like I said, you got to be in that community, though. What I was going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, shout out to Takeover. It's like with DDG and Haley Bailey. So, for example, there are women, majority of women are monolithic in their thinking. So there are women who believe, like who follow the mantra, believe all women no matter what. And then there are women who follow the mantra that women are liars. You can't necessarily trust them. So majority of the women feel one way and the minority feel another way. So when the minority speaks up, they'll shame the majority will shame the minority. So what they'll do is be like, oh, you're a pick me, oh, you're stupid, this and that. And they're very nasty toward each other and they're very catty. So the reason why women are always usually on the same page is because women can be like that towards each other because women can't protect themselves from one another because society has no expectations on them. Now, as a man, right, men, we can't be like that with each other because there's always a threat level. So shout out to the alphabet boys and girls. I'm gonna use this as an example. A gay man cannot turn around and say something crazy to a straight man because that gay man might risk getting punched in the jaw. Now, a gay woman can turn around and say something to a straight woman and the same thing wouldn't happen because it's not the same kind of threat level. There's a violence. There's a little level of violence no matter what. So, for example, if I'm in the streets, I'm mobbing through the streets, a ninja can always turn around and say something to me. A ninja might say the wrong thing. I might say, yo, like, what you want? Like, what you trying to do? And from there, it's like, okay, we might get to scrapping. It's not the same thing with women. There are some women who are bold like that. But like I said, we live in a society where we're supposed to protect women. And even then, women stick up for each other. So they'll rather stop the fight than let the fight go on. Now, in the hood, right, in the hood, it may not be the same thing. In the hood, it's a completely different story. In the hood, ninjas fight in packs and all this shit. But that's another conversation for later because today's show's not about the niggas. Shout out to Takeover. He said it's been going on for decades now. Now we see why our ancestors didn't want a woman in the room. I guess in the room doesn't seem stupid now. And what it comes down to, what was I gonna say? What it comes down to is damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. I hate when that happens. What is that called? My brain went blank. Oh, it's been going on for decades now. Yeah, I think it's been going on since the beginning of time when it comes to all this stuff. Like the Bible used to speak about these things, but the times have changed, and that's the thing too. So if the times has changed, we have to change too. And gentlemen, this is what I tell you too. Women are aware that the government will protect them. The government will protect them because what it comes down to is women can produce more potential vessels for the government, i.e. babies. So like, yeah, we make the babies, but they incubate and make the babies, if you catch my drift. So y'all gotta realize at the end of the day, the government's always gonna take a woman's side first. And that's why I tell you, there's certain types of women you can deal with. And I'm speaking from perspective. I done dealt with ghetto women. I done dealt with lawyers. I done dealt with high class women. I done dealt with a lot of women. And even ninjas too. It's certain people you just can't be around, bro. And me, I learned a long time ago, depending on the type of person, some people can't be reasoned with. So if a person can't be reasoned with, I'm not finna waste my time. Once you give me that indication, all right, take care, have a good day. There's nothing to talk about. I'm not finna sit there and go plead with you and try and make it work. Nah, fuck all that bullshit. Fuck the noise, bro. I'm sorry, I'm older. So, you know, as you get older as a man, like I said, being a man is a marathon, not a sprint. So as you get older, you start to understand why old men act the way they do and they come off as bitter. Because after a while, you be tired of that bullshit. And I'm in my mid to late 20s. I'm already tired of that bullshit, bro. So I'm like, fuck the bullshit. Oh, that's how you want to be? I understand. Take care. Have a good day. I don't care. Shit, there's 10 billion people in the world. Like, you know, there's 365 million people in America. Half of those people are women. I'm gonna be fine, even with the ninjas, because I don't really roll with a lot of ninjas. My circle real tight knit, real small. I could count on my fingers the amount of people I talk to. Reason why is because there's more people to talk to, but I'm not interested in wasting time. I got my own things I'm trying to do before I die. So, you know, I'm living in a different world. I'm playing a different game here. But yeah, shout out to Takeover. Yeah, it's been going on forever. Shout out to the ladies. We got to understand, gentlemen, that women run the world. Shout out to the ladies, man. They run the world.
Hello.
Women run the world, and the reason why women run the world is because dudes, like men are in shackles by the women that they've dealt with throughout life. And this is a term or phrase that I created myself. So essentially, because of the times we live in now where a woman can sue you or whatever, we're stuck with the women that we've dealt with and the women that we continue to deal with, because they can turn around and press charges on us. So because of that, you know, it doesn't matter the level of the game, right? Wherever you are on the socioeconomic scale, this is going to keep happening. And it makes more sense, actually, that as you go up the socioeconomic ladder, that you would be more shackled by the women you deal with if you have more money, because you have more to lose, which means you have to be more mindful. But at the same time, like I said, you still have more to lose. And that's why women are the ones in power. And that's why the things that you see going on now is because women know how to stand on principles and men want to act like the new women now. I said it. Yeah. Reason why I say these things is because I was raised by my dad and I can see it. So I have homies that was raised by their mother, and I was raised by my dad, and I see how we act different. I was taught to show restraint. They was taught to show their emotions, and it's okay because it's not your fault. But one thing I realized is women stand on their principles. So dudes will turn around and do stuff to make women happy. So even the laws that were passed and put in place and all these things in the current state of society was done to make women happy. Even child support, people. Even child support. And like I said, it's not red pill content. This is just off the top of the dome. What time is it? 10:48 a.m. in the Central Time Zone, May 19, 2025, off the top of the dome. If women weren't given incentives, right, to have kids, women are strong enough to say, I'm gonna close my legs and clam up and not have kids. So because of that, like I said, a lot of the incentives that you see is because women know how to stand on principle. And that's why I say, respect to the ladies, respect to the law. Shout out to the ladies. All right, let's get to the main event, man. Let's get to the main event. Oh, actually, one more, and then we'll get to the main event. Here we go. Two more. So Academics reveals Cassie was the aggressor for Diddy to freak off with her in leaked hotel video. Now look, shout out to DJ AK. Shout out to AK. He said it, not me. Don't come for me in the comments. Here we go. Oh shit, hold up. This ninja just popped up. 1 second, y'all boys and girls. Here we go.
But we do kind of find out that the intercontinental freak off was Cassie's idea. Cassie literally says, I want to freak off so bad. When she was asked about this in her direct, she made it seem I gave him a freak off that he didn't ruin my premiere. I needed, She was describing Diddy as some monster that you had to make happy that he wouldn't ruin your life or he wouldn't ruin any opportunities that you had. But we're seeing it might be the opposite. Look like she wanted to do the freak off, and he would try to figure out, okay, let's figure out where you could go to your premiere, get enough sleep for that, and we could still get at least, you know what I mean? They're calling 9-hour freak off. They said that was a short freak off. Gee.
Yeah, them niggas is wildin', bro. Them niggas was wildin', bro. Ninja, they said the longest freak off lasted like 4 days. Ninja.
But what the hell, boy?
Ninja, look, bro. Now, I enjoy fornication. Shout out to you if you enjoy fornication. Put a 1 in the chat if you enjoy fornication. Put a 1 in the chat. But look, bro. I thought to myself, I'm like, bro, would you? And you know, you start to understand, okay, that's why they had the baby oil. It's like, wouldn't your body, after all the friction, I don't care how wet, whatever you may think it is, right? After a while, the friction, wouldn't that hurt? And now it makes sense why they had the baby oil. Ninja. And like I said, it's too much, bro. Now, like I said, voyeurism, I told y'all before, voyeurism is a real thing. Swinger parties is a real thing. I've been invited before to a swinger party by a woman. I don't know her name. We just met. And like I said, it's crazy, but it's just how the game goes. I told the story enough. I'll tell it quickly. I was doing my thing, thugging through the streets, you know, and I had this lady I was taking somewhere. And it's like I said, basically, you know, I was taking her somewhere. She was in a trench coat, and I was like, bro, like, you know, we was just talking. And I'm like, where you going? And she's like, oh, I'm going to a party. And I'm like, okay, so we talking. She's like, I'm going to a swinger party. I'm like, oh shit. So I was like, yo, I was laughing to myself, and she's like, what's funny? I'm like, oh, break it down. Like, how does that work? I've never met somebody that do that kind of stuff. And she was telling me, so first off, you got to be invited. If you ain't invited, and I'm not going to expose it. Shout out to the swinger community. I'm not going to expose it. Okay. I ain't going to expose it. I'm going to say little details that everybody should know. You got to be invited as a man, or you got to probably pay, as a man, a large amount of money. But as far as I know, you had to be invited by a +1. And that +1 that invites you have to be a woman, or you can come if you invite a woman, right? And that's all I'm gonna say, because I can't say too much, because I don't want them ninjas to excommunicate me in case I want to change my mind. But yeah, that's basically what happened. And yeah, man, them things really go down. So Diddy, you know, he's in this situation only because he ain't want to pay Cassie that money, and even then, it's because he got a new girlfriend, and Cassie was mad. I said it, my ninja. Now, when it comes to their relationship, people will always say, oh, you know, she was young and all that. But shout out to Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick's girlfriend is 24 right now, and he's 70. And you ninjas don't say nothing about that, so I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it. That's all I'm going to say. Past that, yeah, gentlemen, protect your neck out here. Trying to get with a woman that's like 21 and up. If anything, if you're into that kind of stuff, I'm in my mid-20s. That's why I'm saying this. I do understand the mind thing, but then, you know, they'll start talking about how, what do they say? You know, men and women, mental maturity. Let me put this out here too, so that way niggas can see it. People who see my page, look, let me show you guys something. Because shout out to Trauma Rose. Trauma Rose is one of our people that comes to, you know, pop it at the mouth sometimes whenever we discuss controversial topics regarding, you know, relationships and men and women dynamics. So Trauma Rose said that women mentally mature at 25. We're going to stop this debate right now. At what age do men and women's brain fully develop? Most brain development is complete around age 25. Women, typically, the brain reaches full maturity around age 21, 22. Yep, I just debunked it. So all the women, and this is what I'm talking about, where people, where women will hear something and gaslight you to oblivion, and you guys will sit there and listen and agree. So we got a bunch of men defending women saying her brain didn't develop until 25. I have the information right here, and ninjas will still say I'm making it up. The woman's brain typically reaches full maturity around age 21 to 22. Now, here's the preface. However, there's more variability in brain development among women than men. Yeah, okay. But it says 21 to 22. Now, watch this. It gets deeper. You know, they say men and women, you know, they say women are more mature than men at an earlier age. It's just not what we all say. That's what they say. Men and women are more mature at an earlier age. So with boys reach the halfway point at 15 and their brain does not finish developing until 30. You see that? So a woman who's 22 years old has the same mental maturity of a guy who's 30. Shout out to Takeover. He said, we ain't gonna say it, Takeover, but I see you. I see you, brother. Well, I mean, we could say it. That's not that bad. Takeover said, I'm 32, and he says, I date 23 to 27. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in my mid to late 20s, and I'm dating like 25 and up. Past that, yeah, it's nobody's business, my ninja. It ain't nobody's business. Ain't nobody's business. Nah, but I mean, I'm in a space right now where I'm not. Shout out to Black Madam. I don't really have time to be focused on that. I'm building my bread. I'm building my bread. Dating's expensive. Once you understand that too, gentlemen, it changes your own mindset. So dating is expensive. That shit costs. Let's continue.
Jesus Christ. Yo, I hope they used to tip the people in the hotels who had to clean up after the freak-offs, bro. It gotta be mad. Astroglide, lube, baby oil, plugs, fecal matter.
Fecal matter.
Yeah, Fruit Jams in the chat. What up? But we do kind of find out that the intercontinental freak-off was...
All right, man. Last thing, man. Hey, shout out to this ninja right here. Kai Cenat reacts to Lord Nap's Streamer University application. So, this ninja, for those who don't know, yesterday I applied to Streamer University. Shout out to Kai Cenat. So, look. So, this ninja applied, right? And this ninja, when this ninja applied, this ninja said he didn't get in. You know, I was like, damn. I said, well, it looks like I didn't make the cut. And then he told me, what'd he say? He said, damn, bro. No, I said, I love your video. It was fire. He said, thank you, bro. It just meant I was supposed to do this idea on my platform. So he told me, what'd he say to me? The dude, Lord Naps, he told me that he didn't make it. I don't know if I made it or not made it, but this is what I was competing with. Look at this.
Yo, my name is Bryce, aka Lord Naps, and what
Look at this.
Streaming University is something that has never
Hold on, let me make it bigger.
live streaming before.
Look at this.
So now, ever since I was little, I've loved movies. There was something magical to me about stories that brought us into completely fabricated worlds that felt so real that I could jump through the screen and become a part of it. That's why I started making them myself. I'm a self-taught filmmaker and 3D animator, and I use my skill set to create all kinds of cinematics in pursuit of that surreal feeling. That's why when I get accepted to Streamer University, I'm turning my dorm room into a full-fledged movie studio. Yeah, that's right. We're making a movie live on stream. Want to make a fight scene in the streets of Neon, Japan? Want to explore the depths of an eerie cavern searching?
Hey, bro. Shout out to Lord Naps, bro. Ninja. So the reason why I'm showing you guys that to get into the Streaming University, one of the things you had to do is like put a video of why you should make it. So, you know, my video is like this, what I'm doing right now. I said, hey, so I should be in Streaming University because of this, that, and the third. And I'm sitting here looking at this ninja like, yo, I'm cooked, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm cooked, bro. There's no way, bro. If I get it, though, we're going to keep you guys updated. I don't know if we'll get it, but damn, if this is what he's going to react, bro. Like I said, I can't compete, bro. I can't compete. All right, man, let's get to the main event. We finally here, or we about to be. We got DDG delivering a message for brands. Well, first off, let me do it like this, man. Main event time, y'all hit the like button, bro. Here we go, man. 4, 3, 2, 2. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all know what it is, bro. It's the main event, Blac Pill podcast. Soulja Boy Threatens DDG. Calls on Adin Ross to set up the boxing fight. Soulja Boy versus DDG. Who you got? And like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Me and Takeover already discussed the issue. It's all good. Shout out to my brother. Yeah, bro. We say DVD. We say DVD. First off, shout out to DDG, man. I like his music. I actually listen to his music. You know, I made music, so y'all might hear me call DDG DVD or doo-doo garbage, okay? Now let me just say this. It's all love. When I say these things, it's just I don't want to be held liable because these ninjas got money and then they say I'm throwing dirt on their name. You know, I'm trying to get my business together. Secondly, DDG's not the only one we say. So for example, Soulja Boy, we don't have a name for Soulja Boy, but we call him Big Draco, and that's his name. He called himself Big Draco because his name Dre Cortez or whatever. And then like Diddy, we be trying to not to say Diddy, we say the Diddler. And I create names for everybody, okay? It's normal. The reason why I create the names is to protect myself from any kind of bullshit, right? I don't want to get in trouble. You feel me? I ain't got no money. I ain't talking like I got it. I ain't got it, Ninja, okay? Y'all niggas donate. So let's just put that out there. But yeah, so we got Big Draco versus DVD. And the question is, are you team Draco or are you team DVD? We got 67% siding with DDG, and we got 33% siding with Soulja Boy. So like I said, shout out to everybody that voted. Y'all know what it is. We appreciate y'all. Let's get right with it. So first things first, let me pull this up. First things first, we got DDG delivering a message to brands for switching up on him after the Halle Bailey abuse allegations. Once this issue's all over, I'm charging y'all quadruple. Also, we did a video, if you guys want to go watch, about Halle Bailey, whatever her name is, and DDG and the whole situation. And like I said, I mean, I tend to sound like a broken record, but my main thing is this: gentlemen, you got to protect yourselves out here. Be careful who you have kids with. I'm not necessarily blaming her. I'm not blaming him. But like I said, y'all niggas need to stop being emotional and get up out y'all feelings, bro. Because the emotion shit is cool and all, but remember, like, love is paid for, and I'm gonna just leave it there. Here we go.
Yeah, I want to be transparent with y'all. It's a whole lot of brands switching up on me right now. I want you brands to know all this shit over with. I'm charging y'all quadruple tax.
Yes, sir.
Tempo, actually.
Yeah.
What vibe is this, bro?
Yeah. Hey, man, run the money up. If you like it, I love it. And like I said, guys, when I say all love is paid for, look, we got over like 7,000 followers on my YouTube. Shout out to everybody. Do y'all think that was for the free? Do you think that was for the free? Ninja, I'm funding my business with my own little pieces of scraps of money that I have after I pay all my bills. That's why I be telling y'all donate, because we can't blow this up if y'all don't donate. And I'm not saying it like, oh, you know, I'm panhandling on the internet or whatever the case may have you, but y'all niggas will sit there and give a ninja on the street who got that sign up 50 cents. Y'all get that ninja some money. Y'all can't donate, bro. Y'all can't donate to the Adam Effect. Come on, bro. Even then, if you can't donate, ninja, hit the like button, put a comment, put some emojis. Ninja, do something. If you don't like it, shout out to the ladies, because the ladies love to do this one. If you don't like it, bro, hit the dislike button, my ninja. It's all good. It's all good, but participate. That's all I'm saying. So we got DDG and Soulja Boy beefing. So I'm trying to see where it started. First things first, let's go to Hollywood Unlocked. And it started with Soulja Boy threatening to beat up DDG for supposedly putting hands on Halle. I'm just like, Ninja. Soulja Boy, shout out to Big Draco. He's been in domestic violence situations before. So I'm a little confused as to why he was saying all that. But I guess DDG the biggest thing since Fruity Pebbles, my ninja. I don't know. Here we go. Let me see. We're gonna pull it up. Shout out to Soulja Boy. I like his music too. And I'm saying like his newer music, like Drip. That's my favorite song by Soulja Boy. I like him too. I'm just a fan. If these ninjas see me in real life, hey ninja, I'm here to tell you, bro, don't pull up on me, bro. Don't pull up on me talking about what's happening. Don't do none of that, bro. I'm not one of these people. I don't play that, bro. Like, I've been harmed before, and I always say that because I want people to know in case shit ever goes left. I've said it on a number of occasions. I've been harmed before. I've been set up. I've been robbed. I've been jumped. I've been traumatized, okay? So because of that, if you pull up on me, ninja, just don't pull up on me because it's on site. I'm not going to sit there and discuss your problem with what I said and this and that. Ninja, it's on site. Please don't pull up on me. And I'm the ninja that will, do whatever has to be done. And I'll tell the police afterwards that, yeah, I did it. What's next? Because I don't play that. I don't play about my life. I don't trust you with my life if we in the streets. But let's continue. Let me find it. So much shit happened. Oh, here is it right here. Here we go. So first things first, DDG slammed Soulja Boy and Ray J for dissing him online. So they dissed him about the whole Halle situation. DDG said, you'll never get to my level in your life. I'm pretty sure they were there already, but let's go.
Ray J was just asking to stream with me, and now he trying to call his homie to get me fucking copyrighted over a song.
Hey, so look, you see, let's stop right there. That right there, right? So he said Ray J was calling him to get on the stream and then trying to get him copyrighted over a song, right? So look, that right there, shout out to Takeover. Like I said, we good, but I'm using the comment that you made earlier. That's why I say I'm on Black Adam's side, because once you understand the industry, these ninjas move like snakes. And I'm not saying anybody specifically, I'm just using that example as a teachable moment. So if ninjas moving like snakes, why would I ever be on any one of these ninja sides? I'm on my side. Shout out to Black Adam, the Adam Effect, and the Blac Pill and the Core. I'm on my side, ninja. I'm on my side. I don't give a damn about nobody else. Because when push come to shove, them ninjas is not gonna look out for me, bro. And that's on the gang, bro. Here we go.
It's already cleared. No, you can't get a stream with me. Fuck ya. It's like so many niggas, bro. It's just niggas I ain't even really gotta address for real. These folks be on my meat, riding, trying to get on my way.
What the hell, boy?
You ain't had to say meat like that, my ninja. I got an obsession with.
But what the hell, boy?
With bananas and oranges, bro. Here we go.
You both of them niggas trying to be streamers. No one's watching you.
Damn. I got a little bit of clout. I got a little bit of people.
To my level.
Damn.
In your life.
Damn.
Neither one of you niggas.
Nah, with the rappers, see, look, with the rappers, the problem with the rappers is the rappers have a persona to uphold, so they can't be sitting there on stream talking about what's up, chat? What's up, chat? Cause ninjas gonna look at these rappers like,
but what the hell, boy?
Ain't you a thug? Ain't you a thug? So you know they can't really cross over like that.
For Galaxies on TikTok as we speak. Galaxies. Ray J was just asking to stream with. Yeah, man, I just want to express how much I appreciate people, you know, sticking with me. I know I don't want to talk too much, but I know how it can be. It can, you know. See, I don't really want to say too much, but I know what type of nigga I am. Like, you know, it's just, you know, I'm kind of lost. So I'm still surfing and figuring it out and just seeing what's, you know, figuring it out day by day. But it's just like,
yeah,
you know,
talk to him.
I don't know how to explain it without explaining it, you know.
Yeah, that made, I'm here to tell you that made no sense whatsoever. That made no sense. But let's continue. It's all good.
But y'all know what type of nigga.
We calling Bobby V. DDG owe Bobby V some money, bro, on the dead homies. And he should have shouted him out, too. We're not playing over here, my nigga. Bobby V, I was listening to the DDG album. It's not about the numbers, but he did 501 album sales this week, which is great. Look.
Out of town, going out. Whoa, that's the song. And look, and that's why, too, that's why I make my own beats now, too. If y'all want to fuck with my beats, too, let me pull up my beats. This one song I'm dropping right here. And like I said, I know y'all gonna think it's trash. It ain't trash, bro. I really do this, bro. This is my beat right here. Hold up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. Hey. Yeah. Now I make my own beats and everything because I don't got time for these ninjas. We ain't sampling nothing but me. Yep. Yeah. I'm making my own beats. Future beat. Hold on. Where's my future beat? Here we go.
This is the Adam Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
Yes, sir. Y'all witnessing greatness. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm just showing you that to show y'all what it is. Back to the show. So yeah, like I said, they beefing. Soulja Boy said he want to fight him and all this stuff. Let me pull up what Soulja Boy said. Here we go.
You know how to fight, right? You a boxer,
oh,
right?
Wait. Let me preface this. Y'all know how Soulja Boy gets. Shout out to Big Draco. Shout out to Big Draco. The reason why I rock with Soulja Boy so hard was when he was on the Breakfast Club telling Charlamagne, and shout out to the Breakfast Club, Charlamagne, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee, when he was telling them about Drake on Miss Me. I said, tell me what's really going on. Drizzy, track up in this thing, I'm ready. What's happening? Gone for surgery, but now I'm back again. That Soulja Boy song. And he was like, yo, he stole my whole fucking flow and all that. Hey, man, shout out to Big Draco, man. Shout out to Big Draco. So that's why, look, Soulja Boy will be forever solidified. Now, he does get a bit disrespectful, and I had to preface this piece of footage by saying that, because it's going to be a bit extreme, but we have the bleeps in, so it's all good. Here we go.
Let's get in the fucking ring.
Oh.
Fuck you talking about? Tell the nigga set that shit up for this weekend. I'm off tour tomorrow. You can fight the day after tomorrow.
Oh.
Fuck you talking about? I'll be in LA tomorrow. I'll be tomorrow my last show. I'll be in LA in 2 days. Call 8 and set the fight up. I'ma beat them Sour Patch Kids out your.
Who heard what he said, bro? Come on, bro. We're gonna have to run that back. I ain't hear a word, bro. But hey, man, if a ninja got beef with me and a ninja wanna fight me for some money, millions, ninja, I'm pulling up yesterday, my ninja. We gonna fight, bro. I'm pulling up, bro. Time and place, bro. You got $1 million on there. If I win, lose, still win money, ninja. 250K, I'm there, ninja. I'm there, ninja. Only thing is, I believe DDG's a boxer, so I don't know about all that, Soulja Boy. It's not the streets, bro. It ain't the same, bro. There's rules and regulations. So if you don't know the rules, and I don't know if you ever got hit by a boxer, I'm here to tell you guys, I can be transparent. I got hit by a boxer, and I literally shit myself, ninja. No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit. Because they hit you with a gut shot, and if you've never been hit by somebody that actually knows how to throw a punch, you would never know what that feels like. That shit will drop you, bro. And I am 6'1", 250 pounds, and that shit dropped me, bro. And I said, yo, I need to get in the ring. I need to start learning how to actually fight, because there's ninjas out here, and you can't tell who's who. So a ninja will know how to do that to you, and you'll never know. Shout out to the Yakuza and the Japanese or Chinese gangs. My bad. No disrespect to y'all. No disrespect to y'all. I'm using y'all to make a point. Based off of the movies, right? Based off of the movies, them ninjas know how to do, I don't know the correct terminology. I'm gonna use Naruto terminology. They know how to do taijutsu on you, my ninja. Taijutsu. And like I said, you would never know until they use it on you. So that's why I say, yeah, you gotta learn how to use your hands, people. And shout out to Soulja, but you know, this ain't a street fight, so this ain't the same. You can't roll deep. This is one-on-one in the ring. You know, y'all bobbing and weaving. I don't know about all that, bro. And I'm a southpaw boxer, so I'm actually a lefty. I think that's southpaw. Is that southpaw? I don't even know. But I believe I'm a southpaw boxer. So, yeah, I'm a lefty. So, I'm opposite already. I don't know about DDG, but here we go. We're going to run that back.
Beat the Skittles out your pocket. Fruity. You think Haley want your gay ass around her? I'll beat your call Adin.
Oh, man. Ninja's talking about you think Haley wants you around her, but she had an old baby by him. Ninja. Come on, Soulja. What you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Here we go.
You part of the Diddy gang. Set the boxing match up. Since you so hard, I'll beat your putting your hands on the mermaid. I'm gonna beat the out your call Adin.
We're gonna run that back. That was a lot of beeps. We're gonna run it back in full details. Here we go.
You a pussy. My mom fuck you and your whole family. Fuck you talking about. You's a bitch. Shit ain't gonna never end. This day 3 on.
Oh, and also, before we play the whole thing, gentlemen, always remember, when you say the things that Soulja Boy says, you better be willing to die behind what you said, okay? Let's just put that out there. Because, you know, these are streamers, but I'm saying in real life, everybody not playing, bro. So there's actual people out there that will come and find you and make you stand on what you said, and will take a brick, right? And take a brick and hold you down while they on top of you, and take that brick and hit you in your teeth until all your teeth come out. Yeah, I done seen shit like that, okay? I know it's a little bit extreme, but I have to say these things because I want gentlemen. Even when I call y'all gentlemen, the reason why I call y'all gentlemen, the men that come to my page, my father used to call me that as a kid. Shout out to Papa Black. So, you know, I'm saying this because I care, right? Even though I don't know you, I care because I know what it's like to be a dude coming through trying to figure out what's up, what's down, what's left, what's right, and you ain't got no guidance. I had guidance from my dad, and after a while I chose to guide myself. So now I'm just giving back because my dad guided me pretty well. So this is me giving back to y'all. Hey bro, careful what you say, because first off, you don't know who you pissing off. Secondly, you don't know who's watching. So be mindful, try not to go too hard. That's why when I first started doing content creation, I was going too hard, and I realized, you know, my mouth is like a weapon. I got to be careful how I use it. So I kind of dialed it back. I might say a little shit here and there, but it's all just jokey jokes, not serious. And I always say, please don't pull up on me. I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling this for entertainment purposes only. Secondly, like I said, everybody not playing. So these are internet thugs, okay? And no disrespect to Soulja and DDG, but this is internet thug stuff. In real life, a lot of y'all think y'all thugging. Y'all never been around real thugs. I done been around real thugs. What up, Texas? What up, Houston? I done been around real thugs. My exes, and I'm not saying these things proudly. I'm saying this so I can establish a form of credibility. My exes are actually gang affiliated. Like actually gang affiliated. I know, crazy. Yes. So I'm here to tell you. The things I'm telling you, yes, people will pull up on you and see what you really on. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Here we go. Let's run it back.
You know how to fight, right? You a boxer, right? Let's get in the fucking ring. All 80. Fuck you talking about all 80. Tell the nigga set that shit up for this weekend. I'm off tour tomorrow. You can fight the day after tomorrow. Fuck you talking about. I'll be in LA tomorrow. I'll be tomorrow my last show. I'll be in LA in 2 days. Call 80. Set the fight up. I'ma beat the Sour Patch Kids out your beat the Skittles out your pocket. Fruity. You think Haley want your gay ass around her? I'll beat your call 80. You part of the Diddy gang. Set the boxing match up. Since you so hard, I'll beat your putting your hands on the mermaid. I'ma beat the out your call Aiden. You a pussy. My mom fuck you and your whole family. Fuck you talking about you's a bitch. Shit ain't gonna never end. This day 3 on you of me trying to beat your. You ain't responding. Instead, you want to fight yet.
Shout out to PSJJ. That ninja, my ninja put ... Yeah, bro. I mean, I ain't got no words, bro. All I'm saying is everybody not playing. And another thing too, if we talking about street stuff, bro, everybody's not willing to fight. So for example, me, bro, I'm here to tell y'all ninjas, I don't fight fair no more, bro. Cause ninjas done set me up too many times, bro. I'm not fighting, ninja. I'm one of them ninjas that, oh, you don't want to shoot the fair. I don't want to shoot the fair one, ninja. I don't want to shoot the fair one, ninja. I got weapons for a reason. If you don't like it, hey, then don't fight me. Don't fight me. What are we talking about? Let's continue.
You talking about everything in the world but punching. Fight. Why y'all want to fight? Shout out to DDG, motherfucking Diddy gang. Shout out to the Diddy gang. Y'all gay. Y'all at the freak.
Yeah, Diddy gonna get you, Soulja. If Diddy comes free, the first place Diddy is going is to Soulja Boy, bro. Here we go.
You gay, you lame, you a bitch, you pussy, pure pussy. You the weakest.
What? Oh shit, did it mute? Did it mute?
You know how to fight, right?
Oh, I guess it muted the rest. I guess it muted the rest because it got too much. I don't know, bro. That was a little bit extreme, though. Yeah, man, at the end of the day, let me see. Who do you got? DDG versus Soulja? Whose team am I? Man. Whose team am I? We got 67% with DVD. We got 33% with Draco. I ain't gonna lie. DDG a boxer, bro. I'm team DDG. Excuse me. I'm team DDG, bro. I'm team DDG. You know, Soulja Boy sound good, but the loudest person in the room usually is the softest. No disrespect to my ninja Big Draco, but I'm saying, yeah, I think DDG's a boxer. I've seen Soulja Boy fight. I don't know if Soulja Boy is actually a boxer, but I think he's been in a boxing match before. Let me see. We're gonna go to TikTok real quick. TikTok. Hold up. 1 second. Let's see. Soulja Boy boxing. Look at this. Nah, no volume. I don't know what's going on right now, bro.
But what the hell, boy?
We got more. Let me see. Hold up.
This ass in the ring, nigga. If I can't fight so bad, why you don't want to fight, nigga? If you know how to box so good. Nigga talking about everything in the world, bro. This is the 3rd day. Tomorrow gonna be the 4th, and then the day after that gonna be the 5th. I'm going live every day and roasting your ass until we fight, bro. So you might as well just go and get it over with.
Free promo. Hey, man. Hey, look, I'm here to tell you, if a ninja want to beef with me and he say he gonna talk about me every day, you gonna have to keep talking, bro. That's free promo, my ninja. You're promoting me to your whole fan base. Your whole fan base. Imagine all the ninjas that don't know me that follow you. Them ninjas gonna be like, who is DDG? Who's DVD? Who's Diddy Gang? And they just gonna be looking me up. Shout out to DDG. Hey, that's smart marketing, bro. Smart marketing. Here we go.
Bitch ass nigga.
Just sipping.
He nigga be saying, bro, he don't know how to fight. He box. He take box class. Okay, let's get in the ring. What the fuck we waiting on? Nigga wanna talk so much talking. We ain't even gotta do no talking. You DM me yesterday, all you were doing was talking. I got more money. I got more clout. Nothing about fighting though. Let's fight.
Hey, bro.
Show the DMs. Every one of my messages.
Can a famous rapper or no, not boxer. Whoa. Can a famous rapper please look me up and want to fight me? Please, bro. Please, for some money. Bro, I'm willing to go low. 250K, bro. Give me 250, bro. I'm down, bro. I'm down. I'll train for it and all, bro. 250, that's all I need. Here we go.
Said when we fight. Okay, when we gonna fight? Okay, where you at? Okay, nigga, you scared, nigga. You scared, nigga. You a bitch, nigga.
All right, Soulja, we get it, Soulja. We get it. All right, man, let us know what y'all think in the comment section. That's it for the morning show. Shout out to you if you tuned in. We'll be back in here at 6 for the evening show. We don't know what we're going to talk about. It just depends on the day. It depends on the time. It depends on what's popping off. Blac Pill. The Blac Pill talks about news that people need to know. Shit that's going on in the internet. Specifically, we talk about industry news. And when I say industry, we mean the entertainment industry, hip-hop, streamers, whatever the case may have. You shout out to you if you tune in, man. If you tune in, you are the resistance and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. I'm back in here later at 6, man. Deuces. Yes, sir.